If you are a first-time homebuyer thinking about taking advantage of the amazing mortgage rates available today, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to go over the top questions I get from first-time homebuyers. Question number one is the most boring, but also the most important, and it is, how do I get started? The first step in any first-time home buying search is to get pre-qualified. Most realtors will recommend local lenders in your area that are known for getting things done, closing on time, and just having a really high level of customer service. If you do not have a realtor yet, just start your search on local lenders. See what kind of loan programs are out there and what you think you'll qualify for. You can sit down with these lenders, you'll go over your numbers, your income, your debt to income ratio, all of these important factors that will affect how much home you can afford. This helps you set your expectations for the home search, so you know that if you're looking for a 4-bedroom home, you can afford it in this area, but maybe not that area. It helps you set your expectations so that you're not disappointed once you start looking at homes. Also, most realtors will not take you on a home showing until you have this pre-qualification. Sellers work really hard to get their houses ready for showings, and they're only willing to do showings for people who are actually qualified to purchase the home if they love it. Question number two is, what is a buyer's agent and do I actually need one? What happens if I don't use a realtor? Do I get a discount? This is a common misconception, and most sellers, when they're selling a home, they've already worked in the price of the buyer's agent, and in 99% of the transactions, the selling person is going to pay for your buyer's agent. So this means that if you work with a buyer's agent to buy a home, the seller has already worked in the percentage to pay their realtor and your realtor who brings the buyer. A buyer's agent is also someone who's working in your best interest. If you're trying to save a little bit of money and go straight to the listing agent's realtor and work out a deal with them, they don't have to work in your best interest. They are hired solely to work in the seller's best interest. So if there's important things that you should know about the home that you didn't notice in a walkthrough, there's no one there advocating for you. Not to mention things like getting out of the contract, negotiating repairs once you get into the home inspection phase. Those are all things that you would have to do on your own. And quite frankly, if you're not in the business, you don't know the ins and outs of negotiation and how you could get out of a contract if something really bad comes up. Question number three is my down payment part of my closing costs? And in short, the answer is no. Your closing costs are going to be separate fees from your down payment when you close on your loan. This will include things like HOA fees, taxes, title insurance, and things of that nature. When you apply for your loan, your lender should be able to give you an estimated number that you will be paying in closing costs. And as you get closer, they will give you an exact amount that you will need to bring to closing. Your realtor can also help you walk through and prepare for some of these costs. But just keep in mind that your closing costs will be separate from your down payment. Question number four is, where does my earnest money deposit go? An earnest money deposit is money that you hold after you make an offer on a property. This is essentially showing that you have some skin in the game and that you're committed to getting this to the closing table. It's typically held by your realtor's brokerage. They hold the money, and then that earnest money deposit will go towards your down payment of your loan. So it's in our area, it can range. Some places it's between $1,000 to $2,000. Most commonly, it's about 1% of the purchase price of your home. This will get held. You'll write a check, they'll hold the check, and then this will be given to you at closing to go down towards what you're paying. Question number five is, do I have to waive the home inspection contingency in order to have the best offer in a multiple offer situation? The answer here is no, but it can vary. If you're buying a property that's a condo or a newer home that was built within the last few years, your risk here that you're taking on is obviously much lower. If you're buying a home in downtown Richmond that's over 100 years old, it's more likely you're going to want to have a home inspection of some sort. Unfortunately, we're dealing with a lot of multiple offer situations right now, and a lot of people are waiving their home inspections. If this is something you're not comfortable with, there are a lot of ways to get around this. Your realtor will walk you through a lot of these special cases if you're looking at a home where they really think you need to waive the inspection to get the best deal. One thing we've seen a lot happening here is a pre-offer home inspection. So this means before you make your offer, you can have a home inspection done so that you are fully transparent in the issues that are what's wrong with the property before you make your offer. That way, when you make your offer, it can be an as-is purchase with no home inspection contingency. Most sellers are fine with this, but it's something that your realtor will have to work out with the selling realtor. This works best if there's a 4 or 5 day period where they're going to allow showings and then take offers at the end of that time frame. You can also make an offer where you would like to have a home inspection for informational purposes only. This would be a good situation where if you're comfortable going in without a home inspection, but you'd like to do the home inspection just to have an idea of things you need to plan for once you move in. Again, this will vary incredibly depending on the type of property you're buying, the area it's in, how many offers they have on the property, and things of that nature. Something to go over with your realtor, but you do not have to waive the home inspection in every situation. The final question is, can I get out of a contract? There are ways for you to get out of a contract after you put in an offer on a home. The most common are going to be your financing contingency, an HOA contingency, and a home inspection contingency. The financing contingency is saying that you're making the offer on this home with the expectation that your pre-qualification letter that you receive from your bank will turn out to be great. They'll approve you and you'll be ready to go on your loan. If your loan falls through, you'll be able to get out of that contract because you obviously will not have the money to purchase that home. If you do run into a situation where one bank's not ready to approve you, there have been many situations where other banks could step in. We could try different types of loans and things of that nature to get you into that home, but that's one place you would be able to pull out of a contract. Your home inspection contingency typically adds 7 to 10 days. In our market, it can go up to 12 days to have the home inspection done, negotiate repairs, and get things fixed to your liking. There are ways to get out of this if there's big problems that you would like fixed and the seller is unwilling to give you a credit or get those things fixed. You will be able to back out of the contract. If you're able to negotiate and figure out a seller credit or have the seller get things fixed with professionals to your liking, you could stay in that contract. This home inspection contingency is typically anywhere between 7 to 12 days, which is why it's very important to get your home inspector in as early as possible in that time frame so that you leave time for negotiating, figuring out what's really important to you, and bringing in any other special inspectors if you'd like, such as a fireplace inspector or someone who's going to look at the chimneys or the HVAC. Finally, your HOA or your condo association contingency is 3 days. So you will be required to receive all of the rules of the HOA or the condo association. You will have 3 days to review those documents, make sure that you understand and you're good with all of those. You have 3 days, and this is an absolute way to back out. If you find something in the HOA documents or the condo association documents that you are not a fan of and that you just cannot move past, you have those 3 days to completely back out of your contract. There you have it. Those are my top questions from first-time homebuyers. If you are considering becoming a first-time homebuyer in this market while these mortgage rates are incredibly low, I highly recommend my free first-time homebuyer bootcamp packet that I can email you or you can download directly from my website. If you go to lindsaydombrowski.com/realtor and scroll down, there's a link there to download my free first-time homebuyer bootcamp. I'll also leave a link to it in the comments for you to check out. If you want to keep watching a video, I highly recommend this next one about the benefits of new construction versus resale. Thanks again for sticking with me. I'll see you next week.